My name is Lambert McElrath, and this is how James Surace impacted my life. I started off, here with AIO Midwest, at a young age. I had some life experience, obviously, with the military and everything. And, I think in my first week, I met Jem like 3 or 4 times, but I had no idea who he was. I remember the first real conversation I had with him. I didn't know he was one of the owners. I was like, oh God, that's him? That's the guy on the wall? He was in casual clothes, not in a suit or anything. And, it kind of caught me off guard. He was one of the confidence that I had at work. One of the people that I could go to and have a serious conversation with it and confide in that I really didn't talk to a lot of other people about. I remember he invited me over to his house, and man, I was nervous, man. I was nervous. I wasn't even 3 months into the game yet. And he invited me over to his house, and we had a talk, and some of the stuff that we talked about was, some of the heavy stuff that I was really dealing with, and like I said, I really didn't share a lot with everybody else, but James just kind of had one of those personalities that you just open up, all of a sudden he opens up a vein, and you're just pouring out and talking to him, and he always makes sure that he has been a spiritual leader, and he gave me a lot of advice on some of the things that I should do, in the different situations that I was going with, the divorce and losing the baby, at a young age, and it kind of changed things for me. It changed my perspective, and it kind of helped me to keep pushing through while I was going through a lot of heavy stuff. James is one of the guys where you don't always see him in the room, but his impact is in the room, and not just with me, with all the different leaders, and I'm blessed to be one of the leaders, under his tutelage, with his organizations. And I think that one of the biggest things that he does, is he listens. He genuinely listens to what you're saying, and he's just not quick to respond. He thinks about it for a little bit, and the advice that he gives you is always, for me, the biggest part is it's spirit-led. I'm a big believer. I have a strong basis of faith in spirit, and I trust a lot of the things that he says because it's backed in that, it's grounded. So he's one of the guys, like I said, who pulled me through a lot of the situations that I was going with. And one of the biggest ways you can tell a lot about a leader is not who they are as a person, but if you look at the people who follow him, you don't see a lot of that type of stuff, in leadership nowadays. Everybody's kind of in it for themselves, but he's giving and giving and giving, and giving his time and effort and his energy to different situations. I think one of the coolest things is when they hang up the new plaques for another well that they built, or when the UAW went on strike, and how we helped them out with all the things that they were dealing with to prevent a lot of families from losing benefits that they had, or even, not even knowing how to make ends meet. That's such a cool thing, the sense of community and the sense to give back, not only obviously change the community's lives, but it changed me and it helped me impact my own personal community.